Hello again, everybody. So, you may have seen yesterday's, let's say, spirited video that I made in response to the news of MW5's exclusivity. And, that came from a place of, being quite hurt, quite upset by the news, personally. Wasn't happy with it, obviously. And I've had a day to go back through it, process all the rest of it. Now, as far as the video is concerned, I'm not going to remove it or anything. I'm not embarrassed by the video overall. So I know some people feel that I was overboard or whatever else. I mean, one person even said that they unsubbed because it was sensationalist. But it was probably one of the most successful videos I've ever made. Which is kind of sad that it's basically just me screaming into the void. About a decision that is made and can't be changed. And we've since had the AMA, which I've posted a video up last night from when I streamed the AMA live with Russ talking about the Epic exclusivity. And this was a deal that was made months ago. It was made back in April, and that's why the pre-orders stopped, basically. For reasons unknown, they never told us. I think if they told us back in April when they closed the pre-orders, I think this probably would have cleared a lot of this stuff up by then. I think people would have got out of the systems months ago, and the delay that they would have announced instead yesterday would have been people going like, oh, okay, well, it sucks, but at least we're still going to get the game this year. And now it's kind of mixed. So some of the highlights, Russ said that they had about 20,000 pre-orders, and he claimed at the time of that AMA that 700 of them had refunded. But he seems pretty set that MechWarrior 5 is going to do about 1 million on Epic Games Store. And I think he believes this because the Epic Store doesn't have as many games on it, so he thinks that MechWarrior 5 will be on the front page longer. So, I mean, while I'm recording this is the Epic Store page. If you've ever been to it before, it's pretty bare bones, really. So this is the actual store page here. So you can see. So Russ believes that MechWarrior 5 will be on this more. It will have a larger presence, which maybe it will. But we have to remember that when we get big releases like Borderlands 3 and the Outer Worlds and other games like that, how long is it really going to stay there? Because we're going to be adding more and more games to this front page. And as you can see, you've got games like Shenmue 3 coming out, Outer Worlds, and probably a bunch of other big releases of 2019 later in the year. I don't know. And how many of those people in December are going to be knocking about looking to buy another game on top of all the others are going to be buying around about that time? It's tough to say. I mean, MechWarrior 5, I don't know if it'll do as well. One of the problems is they don't share sales data with consumers, so we don't know how many copies of a game get sold. A game like Borderlands 3 will probably sell a lot of copies, but it's Borderlands, it's established, it's very popular, and Gearbox at least did the 6 months thing, so even if they don't do well on Epic, for instance, they're going to do well on Steam. MechWarrior 5, I don't know. A lot of people keep claiming it's a niche product, so on the Epic Games Store, is it going to do better or worse? I can't help but feel that it's not going to do as well. Russ is now, obviously, he's hitched his wagon to that, and that's what he has to toe that line. So he's going to have to say, regardless of everything, that it was the right decision for the company. Now, a lot of defenses, a lot of comments to defend the decision to go Epic exclusive was, they don't have the money. According to Russ himself, and this is all in the AMA stream, is apparently they are not in financial straits. They do not have any issues with money. And it was a decision that, as they said, was made back in April, before any of the talk about them not needing mech packs or any of that kind of thing to be sold. So, yeah, according to Russ, this was just a decision they wanted to make because they think it's the best decision for the game, not a best financial decision for the game. So, make of that what you will. Obviously, I think some people will view it that it's... So basically, they just screwed the customer, regardless, and it's not a decision made to save the company. Which, if that was the case, I would understand it. If he did just flat out say like, yeah, we were going to go flat broke and we needed the cash, I'd be like, yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm disappointed with it, but you know, if it saves the company, then yeah, it saves the company. But that wasn't the case. Yeah, it sucked. I've still refunded my copy, so I'm not going to be playing MechWarrior 5 this year. I know Davros did, I know Frunica did, Goober and Varak didn't have a pre-order because they thought the pre-orders would still be open until release, so none of us will have a copy. I know a number of people who watch the streams regularly have also cancelled their pre-orders. And a bunch of people have redirected that money into the Clan Invasion Kickstarter and other things like that, so it's still going to BattleTech in some cases, just a different type of BattleTech. But yeah, I think it's just a sad scenario for everybody, to be honest. Because I still look forward to playing the game. I still want to play it next year when it's out on Steam, and I imagine I will enjoy it. I'll be a bit pissed that I'll have to pay full price for it again, like by the time it comes out on Steam, despite the fact that at that point it'll be a year-old game, whereas a game that's been out for a year on Steam or Uplay or whatever will be discounted because it's a year old. Obviously, they'll just re-release on Steam like it's a brand new car, and it'd be complete bullshit. But whatever. I'll still get it. I'll still play it. Still stream it. See what it's like. It'll have a year's worth of patching, I guess, by that point. Maybe a year's worth of DLC at that point, whatever they decide to bring out. So, yeah, it just sucks. It's just really, really crappy situation for people who I guess people just wanted the choice. I mean, Russ said that they couldn't give Steam keys to people who had pre-ordered because Epic wouldn't allow them to. He said that they couldn't do any kind of cross-platform because Epic won't allow them to, and basically, if you sell your game on Epic, you're not allowed to sell it on Steam or Good Old Games anyway for the year, and they don't share. So if you release you can't release on all three, unless I guess you're one of the really big publishers, like if you're Uplay, for instance, where you can sell Watch Dogs on all like their store and Epic and the other store. But if you're just a developer like PGI, if you decide to put it on Steam, then by the sounds of it, you're not going to get an Epic. Because I guess Epic are just sort of like, well, you chose that, so you made your bed, lie in it. So I think Epic play hardball by the sounds of it. You know, I think they make a lot of demands. The other thing is refunds are coming out of PGI's pocket. Some people, I think, believe that maybe it was Epic who was paying for it based on the Shenmue 3 pre-orders. But no, Russ didn't ask for them to do that, so PGI are theoretically taking the hit, but we don't know how much they were given. They may have been given a lot more, because he claimed 20,000 pre-orders in the grand scale of things if it's all the base pre-order amount, which I think was $40 or $50, isn't a lot in the grand scheme of gaming. So yeah, they probably got way more than that in the money from Epic, so I think they can cover the refund costs. So yeah, the only thing I'd say is if you want to get more of the answers about specific questions, because there were a lot that were asked in the AMA, check out that one. If you don't want to check out the one on my channel, you can basically go to there's a number of roundups, places like HPG, Reddit, and stuff like that. But it's pretty much the whole thing. My one is I did the whole AMA. There is near the end there's an issue where their Discord server starts crashing, and they eventually get it fixed. So it does finish with Russ answering a couple more questions. But yeah, if you want to hear his reasoning, and all the chat is there, so you can see the general discussion chat going past, you see what people are saying at the time. I've got a little bit of commentary, but yeah, for the most part it's just Russ talking. So yeah, that's that. It sucks, and it's a shame, because it looks like the work that's been put in by everybody, it looks really, really good. And yeah, it's just disappointing in the long run. Yeah. Oh well. Thanks for watching, everybody, and let us know what's your current scenario. Are you going to stick with? You going to stick with Epic? You maybe planning on rebuying it at some point on an isolated system, so you can play it but not have to worry about your personal data, because I know some people have privacy issues with Epic Game Launcher. Are you just gonna flat out refuse? Are you gonna get it on Steam? Are you just gonna like? I know a lot of people talk about pirating the game. I mean, is that gonna be your route? Let us know. And yeah, I'll see you during the week. Bye bye.